Lust isn't limited to physical desire. It seeps into various aspects of life, warping our hearts and steering us away from God's plan. While many associate lust solely with sexual temptation, the Bible reveals that it manifests in multiple ways, some of which we might not even recognize. Is it possible that you are battling a form of lust without realizing it? In the Garden of Eden, Eve gazed upon the forbidden fruit and longed for the wisdom it promised. Genesis 3:6. Her desire wasn't merely about satisfying hunger, it was a yearning for something beyond God's will. That's the deceptive nature of lust. It entices us with cravings and pushes us to pursue things that will never bring lasting fulfillment. Let's take a closer look at 6 types of lust that can quietly take hold of our hearts. 1. The craving for pleasure. This isn't just about enjoying life. It's an all-consuming urge to seek pleasure at any cost. People constantly chase excitement, indulging in endless parties, or even falling into dangerous addictions, convinced that true happiness lies in momentary gratification. However, Proverbs 21:17 cautions, "Whoever loves pleasure will become poor. Whoever loves wine and olive oil will never be rich." Pleasure itself isn't inherently wrong, but when it takes control of our lives, we lose our sense of balance. The relentless pursuit of pleasure often leaves us feeling empty, always craving more, yet never truly satisfied. 2. The desire for power. Some individuals have an insatiable need to dominate others, skillfully manipulating circumstances to maintain their position at the top. This kind of lust often disguises itself as ambition, competitiveness, or even the relentless urge to always be right. Yet, Jesus showed us a different path. In Mark 10:43-44, he taught, "Whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first must be slave of all." True greatness is not measured by power or control, but by humility and a heart willing to serve. When we hunger for power, we prioritize our own ambitions over God's greater purpose. 3. The desire for wealth. Money itself is not inherently evil, but becoming obsessed with wealth can lead to destruction. Many people compromise their integrity, neglect their families, and even turn away from their faith in pursuit of financial gain. 1 Timothy 6:9 warns, "Those who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap and into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction." Greed tricks us into believing that financial security will bring true peace, but only God can provide lasting fulfillment. Wealth should never take the place of God in our lives. 4. The desire for recognition. This is the intense longing for validation, praise, and admiration from others. In today's world, social media has only intensified this desire, with many people equating their value to the number of likes, comments, and followers they have. John 12:43 highlights this issue. "For they loved human praise more than the praise of God." When we prioritize seeking recognition from others over pursuing righteousness, we lose sight of what truly matters. Instead of chasing the approval of people, we should focus on pleasing God above everything else. 5. The craving for knowledge. This one is deceptive. The pursuit of learning is not inherently wrong, but some people seek knowledge purely to elevate themselves above others. They depend entirely on human intellect, searching for answers while disregarding God's wisdom. 1 Corinthians 8:1 reminds us, "Knowledge puffs up, but love builds up." Genuine wisdom isn't just about accumulating information, it's about drawing closer to God. If our thirst for knowledge distances us from Him, we have fallen into the trap of arrogance. 6. The craving for physical desires. When people think of lust, they often associate it with sexual temptation. The Bible cautions us against allowing these desires to dominate our lives. 1 Thessalonians 4:3-5 states, "It is God's will that you should be sanctified, that you should avoid sexual immorality, that each of you should learn to control your own body in a way that is holy and honorable, not in passionate lust like the pagans, who do not know God." Impure thoughts, pornography, and immoral relationships weaken our spirits and pull us away from God's best for us. When we surrender to these desires, they take control, steering us away from His divine purpose. Overcoming the grip of lust. Lust is deceptive. It often takes root in our hearts without us even realizing it. But the good news is that God offers a way to break free. James 4:7 provides the solution. "Submit yourselves then to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you." The journey to freedom begins with awareness. The next step is surrendering everything to Jesus. If this message resonates with you, take a moment to reflect and ask God to reveal any hidden desires that may be drawing you away from Him. If you're looking to deepen your faith, subscribe Chanel for more biblical insights. Let's walk this path together. See you in the next video.